quick presentation of Shopify. And Shopify is the absolute best e-com platform that I've used. And I have several stores running right now on the internet, making me quite a substantial income. So the advantage for me of Shopify is that it's very easy to use. There are several apps that can actually do amazing things and automate a lot of things for you. It's super robust, so you don't have to do any technical stuff. And the ease of use makes it accessible to anybody. You don't have to be a designer, you don't have to be a developer, you don't need any technical skills. It just works, and you can be up and running very, very quickly. Okay, so on the first store, obviously there's a learning curve, but then afterwards it's very, very easy to use. All right, so Shopify is a tool that I use for dropshipping. And if you're not familiar with dropshipping, I have a training about the different business models. And there is one training about dropshipping where I explain things in a little bit more details. But for the sake of this review, I'm going to show you part of a presentation that I did as a mastermind when I was a speaker about dropshipping. So you will understand what dropshipping is and where Shopify is within this whole process. All right. So we'll just jump to my screen, the presentation, very quickly. I'm going to explain dropshipping. Then we come back to Shopify, and I'm going to give you more details about the pricing and what you can do with it. All right. All right. So what is dropshipping? So very quickly, dropshipping is a method where you will work with a wholesaler who takes care of all the inventory and shipping the orders to your clients. Okay, so basically, in other words, you have zero products yourself. You don't manufacture anything. You don't send anything. The wholesaler is going to do that for you. And the only thing you have to do is to forward the orders to the wholesaler. That's your only job, which makes it super easy. And the upfront cost of starting a dropshipping business is very low. Okay, and there are other advantages that you can discover in the video about dropshipping. All right. So let's see how that works. So this is the whole process, right? But I'm going to go very quickly on each and every part of the process. And then afterwards, I will tell you where Shopify actually is within this process, okay? So step one is, finding a supplier, okay? So you'll find a wholesaler who has like really hot products that you want to sell, and then you're going to list them on your store, okay? So this is step number one. Step number two is that you're going to drive traffic to the store and advertise the supplier's items on your website. And this is where Shopify comes into play. So basically, you're going to create a Shopify store. So it's a really, really nice looking store. And all the products from the supplier, you can showcase them there. So when I say showcase, it's just that the products are going to appear on your website. It doesn't mean that you bought the product before. It doesn't mean that you have stocks. You're just downloading the descriptions and images and stuff and creating a nice looking store where people will buy, and then afterwards you will take care of the orders. Okay. So step number two is you drive traffic to your Shopify store and send the supplier items. All right. Step number three, the customers will pay directly on your Shopify store. Step number four, you go and you buy the item from the supplier at wholesale price. Okay, so your client just paid you the retail price of, let's say, $20, but you're actually buying the item from the supplier at like $5. So you just made $15 profit, right? And then the supplier is going to send the product to your client, okay? And then afterwards, the next step for you is to repeat. So you rinse and repeat it, and you add more products to make more profits, all right? So this is, in a nutshell, dropshipping. And Shopify is the platform that will allow you to create that store very, very easily, okay? And then you can display as many products as you want from any supplier and sell those products as if they were yours. So you're going to create, to determine a retail price. So let's say you sell an item for $100 because you know that people are ready to pay $100 for that product, but you're actually buying that product for $50, for example, and you're just made $50 profits. But the good thing is you get the money from your client before actually ordering the $50 product. So basically you have 100 in your pocket and you take 50 out of it to go and pay the item. And the supplier is going to take care of sending, like, shipping and conditioning and stuff for you. Okay. This business model is really, really, really amazing. I use it. I have a lot of stores running. So in addition to affiliation, these are the two business models that I use the most. All right. And Shopify is the best platforms to do this. So there are different platforms, right? So you can do it in WordPress if you want. You could do it in WooCommerce and a bunch of different platforms as well. So you have what's the name? Yeah, there are a bunch of other platforms. The good thing with Shopify, as I said, is that it's super easy. You don't need to be technical or anything. You don't need your own server. You don't need to install anything. It's very easy to use, and you can be up and running very quickly. There are so many apps that allow you to do like really cool stuff without having to code anything. Like, for example, if you want to add upsells, if someone buys a product, you might want to give them another product to buy. So that, people who bought some shoes, bought some socks, for example, stuff like that. Or you can have a countdown timer that's basically adding. It's going to basically add to the urgency, and people will be more tempted to buy. And all sorts of like really, really cool apps that boost your conversion rates. All right. So I absolutely recommend Shopify. There is a 14-day trial, so it's free for you to go and try. So within those days, you can build a store and import some products. Right. So you have different themes. So I'm going to show you because maybe it's hard to visualize what the story will look like. But you can get some themes, so you don't actually have to go and create something yourself, right? You can get a Shopify theme, so your store might look like free e-commerce themes. All right, so this is what your store could look like. See, it looks super professional, super slick. Let's say you want to sell some cameras. This is the a good theme for cameras. And you just install this in 2 clicks, and this is what your store will look like. And then afterwards, you add products, and then that's it. It's really not complicated, okay? So the Shopify will come with a monthly subscription, okay? So in exchange for such a robust platform, you will have to pay a monthly fee, right? So the fee is not actually, you can start small. You can start with $29 a month, and it's totally worth it, right? So you can get 2 staff accounts. So let's say you have 2 virtual assistants. You can create the 2 logins for them, and they will be able to perform some tasks for you. You can put as many products as you want in there. They will take a transaction fee on your sales of like 2%. And you can create discount codes and blogs and stuff. All that stuff can be done in there. So if you're starting and you don't have like VAs and like virtual assistants and stuff, I mean, I suggest you start with $29 a month. It's more than enough for you to start your business. And then afterwards, the more people you have, for example, let's say you have people who are going to take care of your Facebook ads and your Google and all that stuff, then you might need to add more people, but that's down the road. And if you need to add those people, it means that you're already making a lot of money, and so $79 a month will be just a breeze, okay? But just go with $29 a month. There's a free trial here. This is absolutely, this tool is for me, is the easiest to use, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, I could do that with WordPress, for example, but it means that I need my own server, dedicated server, because if you're running a lot of traffic, then you want the server to be fast, right? So you will need that and then you will need to make sure that the site is up all the time because it's your server and stuff. So the overheads of maintaining your own server and stuff are going to actually, in some cases, exceed the $29 you're paying here. So in here, you're paying for reliability, safety, and peace of mind. And to be honest, it's worth it. Like me, I have a bunch of stores running, without making any like income claims or anything. I have some stores making maybe 15 to 20,000 dollars a month on this specific plan. All right. So, I mean, these are the results that I get on some stores, right? I'm not getting that on every single store. And I'm not saying you're going to get the same results, but just to give you just an idea of, how much you can generate with this, just going with the 30 bucks a month. All right. So, please go and give it a try. So you have a free trial here. And if you get it through my link, the good thing is I have an interface where I can see the who gets the Shopify through my link, and I'll be able to send you a training for Shopify, a fast track training for Shopify, where I've selected the very, very best apps for you. So that you don't have to go and try every single app, because I test them for you, and I'll give you a quick started guide that'll help you build the store and start generating traffic very, very quickly. Okay, so please go and give it a try. I'm pretty sure that if you've heard about dropshipping or e-commerce, you've probably heard about Shopify. You've heard this name mentioned, and it's for a reason. So just click on the link, go and get it, and start rocking it. Okay? Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.